Hey everyone, welcome back to the RP Games YouTube channel. My name is Ralph. This is the Banner Saga. We are about to get our asses whooped in a diversion created to have the townspeople, to give the townspeople the opportunity to run away from the dredge. I think we're 4 characters. 3 of them are ranged, so we'll see how that goes. Let's jump into this. You step into the town courtyard where you can already see dredge in every direction. Ivor starts banging his shield and swearing at them. "We kill a few," he shouts, and the rest will follow. You steel yourself for a tough fight. Okay, so that is just 3 of them. That is not too bad, I think. So, how about we place Ivor over here? Let's place Rook maybe over there. Let's place a Let over... Actually... Oh, we cannot move the screen? Oh, we can. Oh, that's another gigantic one. Damn. Where is Eagle when you need him? Yeah, let's place a Let over here on this side, and let's put Oddlive. Let's see, what does she have? Rain of Arrows. Target a tile and stun an enemy who steps in it with a rain of arrows. Oh, that is interesting. That is interesting. Okay, let's put her here next to Let. It's time for battle. I think I'm gonna let them come to us, to be fair. Let's just rest here. Let's see how far they can get. How far can we shoot? We can actually... If we move over here, we can do 3 damage. That seems worth it to me. 3 damage or... Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for the 3 damage. Alright, Let. You can do 1 damage here. Let's do the 2 shield damage. Yeah, the armor damage. What does the big guy do? Not very much. We have... Oh, she didn't move, so she can do an additional... Yeah, let's just do that. That makes sense. 2 damage, right? That does 5 damage. So, I think I actually wanna push this guy into the other guy, to be fair. So let's move here and let's do the battering ram thingy. Oh, that didn't do very much. Okay, I was hoping that would do more. This guy takes 7. So we could actually kill this one with an extra willpower. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just take that guy out and then see how this goes. How much damage did we take there? I didn't see the number. A Let. Do we want to use Thread the Needle? We kind of do, but on who? if we move over here, problem is that you cannot really measure this very well. Let's break the armor as much as possible here. So let's see, what do we have? We have 7. Oddly, her ability is not going to be super helpful at the moment. What is going to be very helpful though is if we mark the target, if we mark the smaller one, he's gonna maybe die from the different attacks, maybe. Let's destroy some more shield here. Let's do 2. Oh, Rook is gonna take a big hit there. Actually, if we... yeah, that might be good as well. If we mark this guy as prey, that's gonna do a lot of damage. That is gonna do a lot of damage. We still have 10 hit points left. Yeah. So how about we just attack him? We could attack him for 1 extra. And then we're just gonna mark him. And I assume this will... let's see. All allies within range attack the marked target. Yes, so that is everyone. So let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Good. And we can actually technically do the exact same thing here. And just, well, we can just kill him, but we could do the same thing with the smaller enemy, but wow, okay, yeah, that is very cool. We got 5 renown, okay, that is something. You have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you're eventually able to lose them in the thick woods, where they have difficulty keeping up. You climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Outlive is the first to spot them. There, she points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. A group has gathered at the rear of the caravan. Oddleaf walks beside a covered figure in the open wagon. Old fool, she says through clenched teeth. I should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you like a blow to the gut. You continue on to Frostfeller in silence. Alet's hand firmly in your own. Okay, so we lost the chieftain there. That's a pity. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backwards to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far that you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. Yeah, that's not good. We've got to pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The paths should be just ahead. How about we rally the caravan with a speech? Yeah, that might be a good solution. You make your way to the rear and hoist the small child onto your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. Alright, we improved morale, that's good. Oh, look at this, that's a cool painting. Or rock carving, or whatever it is. Curious to see where we are on the map, actually. That's far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meager possessions beneath the Godstone of Hridvaldyr. Oh, that's a Godstone. Oh, okay. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were dredge. Chieftain did what I suggested and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. How am I supposed to do that? Lie? Tell them everything's gonna be alright? Gods, Rook, I don't know. That's a great conversation. I hope nobody hears it. Pretend you know what you're doing. Yeah, that's the way to go. That's how I run this channel. I pretend to know what I'm doing. I pretend to be able to play games with strategic combat. You all know how that goes. That's what the rest of us do. Yeah, there you go. See? Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can't live with it. Well, we're not gonna do that. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Hey, that's a philosophy right there. Pull it together, Rook. Damn it. You're right. Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care, I can tell. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any dredge, as far as I can tell. Then why are you living among them, Ivor? Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. Yeah, I guess. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. The Godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Hridvaldyr looking the same direction as you. Let's inspect this stone. I'm curious. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings out of habit, more than anything else, now that the gods are dead. Hridvaldyr was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to the tent. Aw, that's sweet. Back at your tent, you rouse Let, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually the camp is broken down and it's time to move on to Rafnsvartr. Feels like an end more than a start. I'm not quite sure what we gained there. A rune of some sort. I don't know what that does in the game, but we'll find out soon enough. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the cavern. What are you doing out here alone? We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village. When we returned, he looks away, unable to finish. Well, they're survivors of the same thing that, happened to us, so how about we allow the men to join us? That gives us a bigger caravan though, which means we're going to run through supplies faster. So the problem that I have is I have no idea. So we have 7 days of supplies, but I have no idea how far Rafnsvartr is. So we're gonna allow these people to join us. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, they did say that they had extra supplies. Okay, so that should cover the extra men, I'm guessing. So there's 270 clanmen and 45 fighters. Now we have 57 fighters. Okay. During a rest, one of the men gets too drunk and end up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later, the instigator, Rafnsvartr, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansman looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Let's coerce a public apology from him. I don't know if that's enough. Grabbing Rafnsvartr's neck, you force him to look at the crowd. Apologize for this mess, you demand. The man babbles until you squeeze harder. Sorry, he yells repeatedly, even after you let him go. Folks shake their heads, but leave the man alone. Okay, that's gonna lose some morale, probably. Yeah, I thought so. Normal morale, okay. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Rafnsvartr, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. Okay, so we can take a look at the... Is that the map? It is. Okay. So what may be interesting to do here, there is so much on this map actually, I don't know if I can cover all of it. But I am very interested in the lore of this game, so I do want to explore a little bit of it. So how about when I get the opportunity, like in this situation here, I just take a look at like some surrounding areas. Like, for example, we came from Skogar. So the descendants of Sten, unable to cultivate good yields or find much fish in the frozen murk of Ba Harbor, nevertheless scratched out a living from the beasts of the forest, where they erected a stone to Hridvaldyr, patron of hunters. Okay, so that is Skogar. What is this route here? Sten's March. Not content to stop in Stromlund, a man named Sten hoped to find land as rich as Arborang along the new coast. Instead, he found bog. All the way up the coast he went until ice covered the trees. This is far enough, said Sten, and he stopped in Skogar. Okay. Rafnsvartr is where we're going, once sitting upon the bank of a white lake. When the Nordfelling turned to a waste, the city of Rafnsvartr became a tattered bastion, blasted by the freezing winds that roll through the valley. Those who live here still are not known for their hospitality. Not known for their hospitality. Great, and that's where we're heading. Alright, and the area that we're in is Sutterlund. They had such high hopes for Sutterlund, the new kingdom of man and varl, they called it, rounding up anyone who yearned for land of their own. Whole clans and families took the caravans and banners to the untamed frontier. When the Nordfelling lake disappeared, the trees withered beneath Arctic winds and the crops would not grow. Yeah, that's quite a huge region here. Alright, so that is it for map exploration at the moment. We could rest, so normal morale, days of supplies. We should get some supplies here. But I think this is a good point to end the episode. We don't have anything to... Oh, no, we can actually equip an item. Yes, we can equip an item. So let's see what this does. A crude medallion made from the branch of a tree found above the Godstone of Hridvaldyr, carved with a curious rune. 15% dodge. Okay, so that might be good for Rook, actually. There we go. We cannot rank them up, but that's fine. Morale is still normal, so I don't want to rest here, because then I'm gonna get some supplies wasted. We can go to the market. Let's see what we can find here. So we have a ceremonial dagger, commonly carried in a hidden place on the body, giving enemies second thoughts about getting too close. -1 aggro. Alright, we have a whalebone needle. Sometimes the difference between armor over your shoulder or on the ground is whether you can keep it sewn together. +1 armor per rest. We have Valka thread. Fabled armor sewn with thread woven by the early menders were said to restore themselves over time. So +1 armor per turn. Oh, that is great. Is this like a rare item? If you know that, let me know in the comments. Like the color of the items. But I want to get this Valka thread. That is super helpful to put on Ivor, I think. For 8 renown, yes, let's grab that. And then we just need to get some more supplies. We have 10 more days, and I'm assuming we're gonna be on the road for more than 10, so... 15 days, let's... Oh, that's all the supplies that they have. Okay, so we can just get to 16 here. Okay, let's confirm that. Alright, and that's where I'm gonna end this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. If you're enjoying the content, by all means, hit that like button. It's just a split second of your time, and it really helps out the channel, so I appreciate that very much. Subscribe if you want to see if we're gonna get to Frostfeller or not. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.